breaking news now. Texas's controversial law on undocumented migrants remains in limbo. SB4's enforcement blocked again yesterday by an appeals court hours after the Supreme Court cleared the way for Texas officials to jail and deport those accused of crossing the border illegally. Jason Miles is live with the latest on that and reaction from local leaders. A lot of legal whiplash going on here, Jason.
To say the least, Sharon, a hearing wrapped up within the last hour or so over in the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in New Orleans. Both sides arguing why a stay should or should not remain in place. Now, if the court sides with the Supreme Court, that means people suspected of being undocumented can be stopped by law enforcement here in the state of Texas. It is unclear, though, how soon a decision could come down in this legal back and forth that we've so closely followed. Meanwhile, Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo spoke with us this morning. She also weighed in on CNN. Hidalgo telling us you might imagine her, the county's chief executive, getting stopped by police if SB4 is allowed to be enforced, adding what stops local police from saying someone looks like they shouldn't be here in the country or that they look potentially undocumented. Hidalgo admitting, though, there is a crisis when it comes to immigration policy, both in Texas and in cities where immigrants have been sent from Texas. But SB4, in her opinion, more about making headlines.
I'm doing everything I can to call this out for what it is, and it's an unproductive use of migrants and Hispanic people, frankly, as political puppets.
To be fair, both Republicans and Democrats have raised concerns about the border and the immigration crisis and how something needs to be done to better control the influx of folks who are undocumented. Opponents saying, though, this SB4 will lead to racial profiling. Supporters say it's about, among other things, making the country safe. One of those outspoken supporters is a SB4 co-sponsor, Senator Paul Bettencourt of Houston. He posted on X about yesterday's decision to allow enforcement, saying in part, quote, it's a recognition of the fact that the federal government is not doing its job. Obviously, we will continue to follow this very hot button issue. Sharon, back to you.
Lots of back and forth on this. Thank you, Jason. And for a closer look at just how we got here, CBS reporter Camila Montoya Galvez joins us now from the border with the latest.
Just hours after the Supreme Court allowed SB4 to take effect, an appeals court blocked Texas again from enforcing this controversial law. But this will not be the final say, as the lower court system continues to review the measure's legality. SB4 would empower Texas officials to arrest, jail, and prosecute migrants anywhere in the state if there's reason to believe they enter the country illegally here along the U.S.-Mexico border. State judges could also require migrants to go back to Mexico under SB4, but the Mexican government has already called this law anti-immigrant and vowed to reject any returns of migrants from the state of Texas, saying that has to be done at the federal level. The law enforcement community here in Texas is deeply divided over SB4. Some say this law is needed to curtail illegal immigration, but others say it could lead to racial profiling without sufficient resources and training. Local jails, some say, could quickly become overwhelmed. It's important to underscore that Texas is already arresting some migrants on criminal trespassing charges in areas just like this one behind me, which the state National Guard commandeered in January. Texas has blocked federal agents from processing migrants in this 2.5-mile stretch of the U.S.-Mexico border. The Department of Homeland Security has confirmed to CBS News that it will not help Texas enforce SB4, saying that this state law could throw the immigration system into chaos. In Eagle Pass, Camila Montoya Galvez for KHOU 11.